Hello friends, in the previous video we saw the first part of tenses and its types. Now in this video we will see the further part. But before that, please go and see the part 1 once again so that it will recollect you the points. Again we will revise here some points. First, we saw the definition of tenses, then we saw some examples, then we saw basically there are three types of tenses, that is past tense, present tense, and future tense. Then we saw what is past tense. Whatever happens in the past is known as past tense. Then we saw what is present tense. Whatever is going on in the present is known as present tense. Then we saw what is future tense, right? What will happen in future is known as future tense. Then we saw that type of tenses again in detail, that is past tense has four types: simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. Again we saw them deeply, that what is simple past tense, what we should use for making sentence, that is verb plus ed. Then we saw past continuous tense, that when we should use this type of tenses. Then for making sentence what we should use, that is was or were plus verb plus ing. Then we saw past perfect tense. For this we need had plus verb. And then we saw past perfect continuous tense. For this we need had plus been plus verb plus ing. So now in this video we are going to see about present tense and its types and future tense and its types. So let's start. Present tense has four types, that is simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. So let's see each of them in detail. That is simple present tense. Let's see the definition. An action that is generally true or habitual, that is, it took place in the past, continue to take place in the present, and will take place in the future. What does it simply means? That any action that goes on the daily basis is known as simple present tense. Means what? That thing happened in the past, that thing will continue to happen in the present, and even it will continue to happen in future, is known as simple present tense. For making such types of sentences, we just need verb and nothing else. Let's see example for your more clarification. Example 1 is he walked to school. What does this mean? That yesterday also he went to school, today also he went, and tomorrow also he is going to go to school. Means what? It happened in the past, it will continue to happen in the present, and also will continue in the future, is known as simple present tense. Let's see next example. The sun rises in the east. What does this mean? Sun yesterday also rose, today also sun rised, and tomorrow also the sun is going to rise. Okay, is it clear what is simple present tense? Let's see one more example. The match starts at 9 o'clock. This means the match starts on the daily basis. Yesterday also, today also, tomorrow also. So in the past also, in the present also, in the future also. Simply this means simple present tense. Now let's see what is present continuous tense. An action that is taking place at the moment of speaking. It simply means that whatever is going on now and it is continuing for a time being is known as present continuous tense. Simple. What do we need for this? Is or am or are plus verb plus ing. It simply means whatever is going on Now is known as present continuous tense. Let's see example. She is walking means on the current mode she is walking. Next example is I am studying. Right now I am studying. And the last example is they are talking means what? Right now that action is going on is known as present continuous tense. Now let's see what is present perfect tense. An action that has been completed sometime before the present moment with a result that affects the present situation. Means what? The action is recently completed. Just now the action is being completed and the result is affected on the present situation is known as present perfect tense. You will get clear by seeing the below example. But what do we need for making such types of sentences? Has or have plus verb. Simple. Let's see example. He has finished the work means recently he has finished his work is a present perfect tense. Next example, he has slept. Just now he has slept. The last example is they have talked right now means their discussion has already over but just recently that has been over is known as present perfect tense. Now let's see what is present perfect continuous tense. An action that started in the past and is continuing at the present time is known as present perfect continuous tense. It simply means that action that has already started in the past and is still continuing in the present time is known as present perfect continuous tense. So, for making such types of sentences, what do we need? We need has or have plus been plus verb plus ing. Let's see example. He has been sleeping for an hour means he slept before an hour and now still he is sleeping is known as present perfect continuous tense. Simple. Next example, she has been reading since morning means she was reading the book in the morning and till now she is reading. It means that she is continuing her action from the past till the present time is known as present perfect continuous tense. The last example is they have been talking means they have been talking for a longer time. That means this action started in the past and it's still continuing in the present time is known as present perfect continuous tense. I hope you are clear with the present tense and its types. Now let's see future tense and its types. Future tense also has 4 types, that is simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. Let's see each of them. The first one is simple future tense. Now what is simple future tense? An action that will take place after the present time and that has no real connection with the present time. Obviously, future means what is going to happen in future. So any action that will take place in the future that does not have any real connection with the present time is known as simple future tense. How we will make such types of sentences? Will or shall plus verb simply will make a simple future tense. Let's see example. The first example is she will visit her grandmother soon. We don't know when she is going to visit her grandmother, but she is going to visit her grandmother soon. So how we will make that sentence? She will visit her grandmother soon is a simple future tense. Now the next example is he will walk home. We don't know when he is going to walk. That action is not done in the present time or in the past time. We don't know. So that action is going to happen in the future time. Therefore, it is known as future tense. And it does not have any real connection. So it is known as simple future tense. Let's see the last example. You shall come tomorrow. This means that is also a future time, is known as simple future tense. Now let's see what is future continuous tense. An action in the future that is longer in duration than another action in the future. Simple. Any action that is going to happen in future but for a longer duration other than any action is known as future continuous tense. How we will make such types of sentences? Will or shall be plus verb plus ing will make future continuous tense. Let's see example. He will be walking when it starts to rain. Means we are talking about future, but what we are saying that he will be walking when it starts to rain. Rain is again an action. It is an perfect action which is going to happen in future, and he will be walking is also an action that is going to happen in future, but he will be walking will be a continue action and rain will be a perfect action. So what we will say, he will be walking. So whatever action happens in future that is for longer duration is known as future continuous tense. Simple. Next example is I shall be studying tomorrow at this time. We don't know confirm that she is going to study or not, but she said that I shall be studying tomorrow at this time. So studying is a continuous motion. Simply it means future continuous tense. And the last one is they will be coming back home. Means they will be coming. Coming is a continuous motion. Therefore it is known as future continuous tense. Simple. Now let's see what is future perfect tense. An action in the future that will happen or that will have been completed before another time or event is known as future perfect tense. Simple. Anything that will happen in future for a perfect time is known as future perfect tense. What we will need for that? Will or shall have plus verb. Simple. By the time we arrive, he will have studied. Means already in the future that work will already get finished. The next example is he will have slept by the time we reach home. Again, this action is going to get completed. And the last one is they shall have talked before we go there. Again, this action is going to get completed in the future. Now let's see what is future perfect continuous tense. An action in the future that will have been continuing until another time or event in the future. Means simply one action is perfect and another action is on continuous basis is known as future perfect continuous tense. What we will use for that? Will or shall have been plus verb plus ing. Let's see example. He will have been exercising an hour at 2 o'clock. Means what? One is a perfect action, another is a continuous action. Simple. She will have been reading since morning. Again, one is perfect, another is continuous. They will have been talking tomorrow. Again, one is perfect, other is continuous. Simply it means future perfect continuous tense. So guys, now our topic is completed. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Keep watching my videos. Like, subscribe and share my videos. Thank you so much.